Vertical. When you first gave your call, I tried on the beam at the 80-watt Yaesu, and you didn't hear me, but I'm on the 50-watt, or maybe it's only 40. No, it's 50 on 2 meter. I'm on the anytone on the vertical.
Testing.
Well, on the vertical, it
Testing.
came in quite clear. I don't know if you switched over.
Here's the beam. Are you copying me on the beam? I tried the beam. Did you hear me? Did I lose you? Did I lose you? 35WXY.
N5CXL test that. All right, is the frequency in use? Is the frequency clear?
I hope so.
All right, I'm not hearing anyone. We're going to start the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. My name is Mike. My call sign is Kilo Foxtrot 5, Victor Sierra Papa. I am located in Weatherford, Texas, in Parker County, and want to welcome everybody aboard and remind you that every Friday night right here on 146.580 Simplex, transmitting and receiving on the same frequency, we will be here. This net is provided to you with the intent of promoting and encouraging station-to-station 2-meter Simplex operation. We've had a great turnout. Someone asked me the other day when we started this net, and I don't recall, but I'll bet you somebody will remember. But it's been 9 or 10 months anyway, and we've had a great support group here. This net is a directed net, so if you would please recognize net control so we can direct all the traffic. As you would imagine, we do have check-ins. We do check-ins a little differently. We do it county by county. We'll go county by county, and I encourage all stations on board tonight to take note of the counties that you hear and the ones you do not. So once we go through and take all the check-ins by county, we'll go run that list again and allow everybody to have a little airtime. And don't need to get specific, but you can just give us an idea of what counties you're hearing and which ones you're not. I also will take this time to let you know that we do have a Facebook page that allows everybody to communicate and send messages and anything else Ham Radio related. And that address, or that page I should say, is North Central Texas Simplex Net. North Central Texas Simplex Net on Facebook. If you'd like to become a member to post on there, there's a couple of questions. And then once you answer those questions, we'll let you in the group. So I did want to mention that. All right, once we go through the check-ins and then we go back through and let everybody have a little airtime, I'll come back in and I'll have a question for the group. And then after that, we'll open it up for the ham radio section. The ham radio section. Use that to ask questions to the group. There's a lot of knowledge here. There's new station operators and older station operators as far as tenure. And this is a great opportunity to ask questions about anything you may be having trouble with. Perhaps an antenna, coax, radio, etc. you're trying to buy. Also in that ham radio section, if you would like to present something for sale, ham radio related, or if you have something that you're looking to buy, that is also perfectly acceptable. And then lastly, I will save the announcements for the announcements section. So if you would refrain from any announcements until we get to that section, that way I can remind everybody about the Facebook page, where you can post your announcements and you can give us your announcements at that time. All right, this is KFI Victor Sierra Papa, net control for tonight's 2-meter Simplex net. I'm going to start with check-ins county by county, but I also want to jump it a little bit and let the first folks go that are any new stations. So if you're a new check-in to the group tonight, or you are a newly licensed ham operator, or you have an upgrade to your license. So let me repeat, if you're new to the group, if you have just received your license, or if you've had an upgrade, we'd like you to check in first.
Kilo Echo 5, November Golf Mike.
Okay, I've got NGM new to the group, newly licensed or upgrade. Okay, WA50G new to the group. Anybody else new to the group, newly licensed or have an upgrade to their license? Relay, go ahead.
Kilo Golf 5, ending with Mike, I believe, coming back in. Was there a Kilo Golf 5 station that called in? Man, I'm not hearing anything. Mike, send it back to you. W5LTZ.
Okay, Matt, thank you, sir. All right, let's go back up and call on Kilo Echo 5 November Golf Mike. That would be Trey. Trey, what do you have for us?
Well, sir, good evening to you and the group. As of this time about last night, I am a general class, so I'm glad to get that taken care of and report a passing grade, and excited to explore the new world of HF. KE5 NGM back to net control.
All right, that's great news, and that is a whole new world. And, use the group and the Facebook page, and we'll start presenting some HF topics, and you'll enjoy it very much, and that's an awesome thing. It just opens everything up. So that's KE5 November Golf Mike. That's Trey. He is upgraded to a general ticket. All right, we have a new station to the group, Whiskey Alpha 5 Oscar Golf. If you would, sir, tell me your name and your location, and just give us a little rundown about your operating conditions there. Okay, Maury, appreciate it, and welcome to the group. I think you'll enjoy it. We have a wide following, and sometimes propagation's better than others, but we have a good relay, and I think you'll enjoy it, and welcome aboard. That's Whiskey Alpha 5 Oscar Golf, Maury, M-A-U-R-Y, and he is in Granbury in Hood County on the lake there. So appreciate you checking in, and hang around for a little while and see who you can hear. Okay, we're going to move on and go to the general check-ins, and we're going to go county by county. And I like to start here in Parker County because it's kind of the hub here. We'll start with Parker County stations, please.
KI5 and XR.
November 5 Tango X-Ray Lima.
K5 Delta Charlie, in and out, please.
Kilo Juliet 5 Mike Alpha.
Okay, I've got ATX, HBT, NXR, TXL, DC, Mike Alpha. Any other Parker County stations that would like to check in?
Kilo Golf 5 Sierra Quebec Juliet Bob.
Okay, I've got SQJ. Last call for Parker County check-ins. All right, we're going to move around the horn a little bit here. I'm going to go north first, and then we'll head south, and then east, and then west and east. So let's call on Wise County stations. If you're on board, give us a call.
Kilo India 5, Lima Echo Tango. KJ5 US, in and out.
Okay, I got LET Top. top, I got KJ5 Uniform Fox. That's Ray. He is in and out. Any other Wise County stations that would like to check in? All right, we'll move around the horn. Good signal down here tonight, Ray. You're about an S7. Usually you're about an S5, so propagation's pretty good that way. All right, let's roll over to let's go to Jack County. Jack County stations, please. Thought NXN might be there. Any Jack County stations on frequency? If so, we'd like for you to check in now. They'll pop in a little bit later. KI5 LET, Top, if you wouldn't mind doing your normal duties for me and calling to the north.
This is Kilo India 5, Lima Echo Tango, assisting the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Any stations in Denton County, Grayson, Cook, Montague, or Clay County that can hear this radio, please come with your call now if you'd like to join the net.
Whiskey Delta 5 Mike, David out of the Cook County remote base.
Okay, we got Whiskey Delta 5 Mike out of Cook County. Any other stations in northern counties want to join the 2-meter Simplex net, come with your call. KI5 LET, we picked up Whiskey Delta 5 Mike in the Cook County remote base. Back to net.
Okay, thank you, Top. LET, KI5 LET, I'll break with you. And hello, David. Good signal down here as well. All right, we're going to continue here with the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, county by county check-ins. Let's go to, let's call on Denton County. Any Denton County stations? All right, any Denton County, calling Denton County stations to check in. All right, let's call on Tarrant County. This is the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net calling for Tarrant County check-ins.
Kilo India 5, Foxtrot Lima Echo.
Whiskey 5, Lima Tango Zulu.
Kilo India 5, Hotel X-Ray Kilo.
Okay, I got Fox Lima Echo, Lima LTZ Matt, HXK Keith, NGM Trey. Any other Tarrant County stations at this time? Pretty nice night out there, gentlemen, wouldn't you say? At Tiffany. Probably just enjoying the evening. All right, we're going to continue on, and let's go. Let's head southeast a little bit of Tarrant County and call on Ellis County. Ellis County check-ins, please.
Relay.
Relay, go ahead.
I believe I heard an Alpha India 5 station, and y'all might have been Dublin. Alpha India station that was checking in, can you repeat your call sign? Okay, Alpha India 5, Charlie X-Ray, said he was on a handy-talkie portable and wanted to log into the net.
Okay, Brian, could you find out if that station, the name, and if they're in Tarrant County or what county?
Yes, sir. Are you in Tarrant County, Alpha India 5, Charlie X-Ray, or what county are you in, and what is your name? Okay, he said he was in Tarrant County at a trailer park right now, and his name was Don.
Okay, Brian, thank you for the relay. AI5 Charlie X-Ray Don, you are in the log. Sorry I couldn't hear you, but thanks for the relay. And that reminds me, if you hear a station that it appears I cannot hear here at Net Control, just say relay and we will bring them in. So great job. Thank you, Brian. All right, we're going to move around and we're going to go to Hill County, calling Hill County check-ins. Anybody here K5WXY?
K5WXY.
Okay, Gary, can you hear me now? I'm going to check you in. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. How are you hearing Net Control, or what are you hearing down there tonight?
Now you're coming in good, but you're in and out just like everybody else.
Okay. All right. Well, while we've got you, that's Kilo 5 Whiskey X-Ray Yankee. That's Gary. He's in Waxahachie. So I'm sure that some of y'all are hearing him better than I am. But we know you're there, Gary, so hang tight. Appreciate you always hanging in there. All right, let's go down to Bosque County, calling Bosque County check-ins. All right, there's WC5WC with a booming signal in here. Anybody else in Bosque County on frequency that would like to participate? Comanche County or Hamilton? Comanche or Hamilton counties calling for your check-in. Anybody in Hamilton County or Comanche County that can hear Net Control, please call now. Any relays? Okay, how about Brown County? Calling Brown County stations to check in. NBP, just maybe Bill's out there. WA5 NBP, Bill, you on board? Well, I'm not here in Brown County. Let's go around the horn and finish up the west. Let's call on Eastland County stations. Good evening, Bill. Anybody else in Eastland County that would like to check in? All right, how about Stevens County? Anybody out in Stevens County that can hear Net Control that would like to check in? Anybody west? Anybody further west than Stevens or Eastland? Anybody further out west than Stevens and Eastland County? If you can copy Net Control, please call. Well, I heard somebody. Could I get a relay? I heard a Fox Bravo Juliet. Could I get the first of your call? Yep, I think that's what I caught. I had WB5 Fox Bravo Juliet. I have a light copy. Can you confirm, are you in Tarrant County? Are you in Tarrant County? WB5 Fox Bravo Juliet, are you in Tarrant County? Relay, go ahead. Well, great. That's what I'm talking about. Bill, get his name for me there in Taylor County. Okay, is he in Abilene? Yep, he's checked in before. Very good. Well, George, if you can hear me, I did hear you in and out, but appreciate you checking in out there in Taylor County. I thought there might be just a bit of propagation, so that's fun stuff. That's Whiskey Bravo 5, Fox Bravo Juliet. That's George out in Taylor County in Abilene. All right, let's roll around here and call on Palo Pinto. Anybody in Palo Pinto County on frequency tonight? Hello, Palo Pinto. Anybody there? If you are, please give us a call. All right, let's go and call on Johnson County. Johnson County stations, please. Johnson County, calling Johnson County. Boy, I haven't heard YBI and India Whiskey Mike Todd in a while. I hope Todd's doing okay. All right, let's move over to Somerville County. Somerville County stations.
Whiskey 5, Mike Lima Delta.
Anybody else in Somerville County? All right, we're going to call on ERAF, calling ERAF County stations to check in, please. Okay, good signal, Phil. Everything going okay down there?
Yeah, everything's good here. Good propagation. Here's some of those guys out in Taylor County.
Very good. All right, always good to hear you. We have a good path between here and ERAF, that's for sure. So that is Phil, KG5HTH, excuse me, down in ERAF County. He is in and out, but we appreciate you being there. All right, let's go to Hood County, calling for Hood County check-ins. Okay, I've got NYB and Echo Sierra Victor in Hood County. Any other Hood County check-ins? Haven't heard RKX and Bill in a while, so hope everything's good down there. All right, got NYB and ESV. Let's do this. I don't know if I've left anybody out, but if I have, I'm just going to make a general call. This is the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. This is a general call for any county, anywhere that can hear net control. Please give us a call if you'd like to check in. Any relays? Okay, nothing so far. That's not bad. 26 for the first go-around. Let's go to Parker County and see if we can get a hold of Tyler. WX5ATX Mobile. Tyler, you there? Okay, Tyler, safe travels, and we appreciate you doing that simulcast. So that's Whiskey X-Ray 5 Alpha Tango X-Ray Tyler. He is here in Weatherford, Texas, and he is responsible for allowing the simulcast of the net from Palo Pinto County on 145.310. So if you do have dual receive capabilities, give that a try. All right, all clear with ATX. Whiskey 5 Hotel Bravo Tango. I think you said your short time. Are you there? Well, good. I'm glad you're still there. Tell me again your location. You're here in Parker County, correct? Okay, and you've checked in before. I just haven't updated my master list. Tell me again your name, and I'll get it updated. Okay, Bart. You know, it's a pretty good perch up there. Are you? Tell us what counties are you hearing up there? Okay. Well, very good. Well, I appreciate you checking in, and check in as often as you can. We enjoy having everybody there, whether it's mobile, portable, fixed station, or what. So, appreciate it, Bart. That's Whiskey 5 Hotel Bravo Tango. He's in Parker County, north of Weatherford, just a little bit. All right, we're going to go to East Parker County and call on Tiffany, Kilo India 5, November X-Ray Romeo. It's your turn.
Hello, Mike, and thanks for running the net. This is Kilo India 5, November X-Ray Romeo. I can only hear a few guys in Parker County, Jason, Mac, and Bob, most of the Tarrant County guys, and one of the guys in Jack County. Other than that, not much traffic, so back to net control.
Okay, Tiffany. You know, when you said Jason, Mac, and Bob, I thought that would just be. I was thinking of being in a really, really good rib or hamburger place, and those should be menu items.
There you go. We used to have a great burger place up north Keller when I used to live in North Fort Worth called Bronson Rock, and it had burgers with interesting names like that.
I don't know why. It just kind of came to me. All right, good to hear you. You got a really great signal tonight here. S5, which is strong as I've ever heard you. So that's Kilo India 5, November X-Ray Romeo. That's Tiffany. She's in eastern Parker County in the Aledo area. We're going to stay in that same neck of the woods and call on Jason, N5TXL.
Hey everybody, N5TXL, Jason here. Everything's sounding kind of rough, I think. Parker County obviously sounding good, Tarrant sounding good. Got some noisy stuff in ERAS, but just about everybody else I just wasn't able to get a good copy on just yet. As far as what's going on here, I have fallen down the HF rabbit hole. I have been doing 20 meters, 40 meters digital voice all over the place. This 20 watt radio is getting out doing really great. I'm enjoying my time doing it, but always looking forward to coming back to mess around on UHF, VHF. Last thing is a unexpected item here. Jason, Mac, and Bob. I honestly heard that and thought some sort of mac and cheese. Anywho, everything else is the same here. Same 50 watt radio talking into a GP3 that's only about 12 feet off the ground. And hopefully in the next couple of weeks I can get it relocated to the peak where I want it. And that'll give me about 30. Alright, all for me. N5TXL, back to net.
Okay, Jason, very good. And glad to see you're enjoying HF. So that's part of the question this evening. All right, we're going to go to see K5 Delta Charlie. He is in and out. That was Dwayne. He is in Springtown in North Parker. So we'll drop down and talk to KJ5 Mike Alpha. That would be Mac as in Mac Trucks. And he is in the Yanetta, Aledo area in eastern Parker County. So Mac, if you're there, come on in here and tell us something.
something? Okay, Mike. Yeah, thanks for running the net. I think I'm hearing most everybody tonight, except the station in Taylor County, and wasn't hearing much out of Eastland. But anyway, sound like a pretty good crew. Mike, I look back through my notes, and the earliest session of this net that I wrote any notes on was July 24th of 2020. So I guess it's been around at least a year now. So anyway, that's about all I know tonight. Mike, I'm using the ID 5100A, running about 40 watts to the Diamond X510 up about 20 feet. So that's it. I'm enjoying listening to WD5M's Zello stream. That's cool. And so let's see. Back to you, Mike. I guess KJ5MA.
Okay, Mac. Yeah, I like the audio on that one. The 746 Pro was good doing the job, but this one does a lot better. It's just a lot punchier, and the volume is good. That was KJ5MA in Eastern Parker County. We're going to go all the way about, I don't know, 1/16 of a mile across the street and call on KG5SQJ. That is Bob.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you for doing net control this evening. And I'm hearing everybody in Parker County, most everybody in Tarrant County. I heard WD5M had a S9. I don't remember what county he was in. Didn't hear any other counties out there, but that's probably understandable. I'm on a different rig tonight. I'm on my Theodore Roosevelt rig tonight. It's commonly called Speak Softly and Carry a Big Stick. You will go far. And I'll be real interested to see how far out this rig goes. This is only on 5 watts on an emergency rig antenna run up a tree. So I'm real curious as to how far it'll go out there. So we'll see. At any rate, I think that's about all I've got. Just for the fun of it, I'm real curious as to how far out this rig will go, because it is a semi-emergency rig. So I'd like to hear from everybody that can copy me. I know it sounds different from my regular rig. All right, KG5SQJ, back to net control.
Okay, Bob, the audio's a little bit, it's a little hollow, but the signal strength is good. Real quick, just throw out your call as to who can hear Bob tonight on his portable emergency backup rig.
KI5FLE.
KI5HXK.
Golf 5, Sierra, Quebec, Juliet. Again, KG5SQJ. So appreciate any reports we can see on the Facebook page. KG5SQJ, back to net control. Thanks, Mike.
Well, Bob, a couple of stations came back that there was Keith in Fort Worth and Brian in Tarrant County could hear you. So you're definitely being heard. And anybody that wants to post on the Facebook page as to where you were located that could hear SQJ on his portable backup emergency rig, that would be helpful to Bob for sure. Let's see. We're going to move to Wise County and call on Top. And his call is Kilo India 5LET, KI5LET.
Thanks for running the net tonight, Mike. This is KI5LET. The station here is still the same, ICOM 9700 at 100 watts, and dual band diamond mag mount antenna up on the roof at 34 feet. I've got the 4 Parker County stations, good strong signal. Mike, you were a little stronger than normal up at an S6, and I could hear SQJ on his emergency station about an S2, a good copy. I got the Cook County station. I got the 3 strong stations in Tarrant County. Did get WXY in Ellis County, was the only one. I did get Wiley in Bosque County, the only one. Got 1 station in Eastland County, and I just barely heard the Taylor County station, maybe 1 or 2 words. And then I also barely heard the Erath County station. I did get a couple more words out of that. So, yeah, not too bad of a night. We're having a blast over here in the Decatur area. KI5LET, back to net.
Okay, appreciate the report. It's always glad to have you up there giving us the perch. I love your spot up there. It's really helpful to me as well. And SQJ, you're being heard in Wise County. And also, SQJ, the Whiskey Delta 5 Mike David, and he is in Cook County. He is running remote base and transmitting off a tower in Cook County. All right, let's see. KJ5UF, that's Ray. He was also in Wise County. He was in and out. Let's go up to Cook County and say hi to David. Whiskey Delta 5 Mike. David, go ahead.
Good evening, Mike and the net. Good to hear everybody. SQJ, that 5 watts is, let's see, I'm showing you to be about 60 miles, 58 miles away from Cook County, and you're good, almost full cladding. I got a little bit of white noise on you, so you're doing good up on the high tower in Cook County. Sounds good. Like Mike said, the audio's a little different, but good copy up there. Let's see, I'm hearing most people except a couple in Park County. I couldn't hear ATX in Park County. I don't think that's unusual. I think he's on a low power station. ERAF I could not hear. Of course, Taylor, I thought he was breaking the squatch, but that may have been the relay station. But I couldn't hear him. Bosque I could hear tonight. I gave him a 2. I gave him good audio, so we'll see if he sounds as good later on when he comes back in. And let's see, Tarrant County, Don in Tarrant County was a weak station. That's the CX station. But I did copy him. Who else did I have on here that was weak? Tiffany's in there with pretty good audio tonight. I can hear her just fine, just kind of a weak signal. Wish I had a meter to look at. OG in Tarrant County, I could not copy him either. So I think that's pretty much the rundown. There's probably a couple more that I didn't get in the log yet. Anyway, back to the net, WD5M.
Okay, David, appreciate it. And you're as strong as you've ever been down here. You're 20 over here on the analog meter here on the old IC-271 hotel. So normally you're about S9, but you're 20 over tonight, so we got a good path. All right, we'll clear with Whiskey Delta 5 Mike. David up in Cook County on the remote base tower, and we're going to go to Tarrant County. First on the list is KI5 Fox Lima Echo, and that's Brian. Go ahead, Brian.
Good evening. This is Brian over in Lake Worth, and I am tonight running on the ICOM ID 5100A and on a collinear, 9-foot collinear antenna, and putting out about 50 watts, I believe, tonight. I'm hearing most of the stations. I heard Parker County stations. Some of them were a little bit weaker. Of course, I heard LET and some other stations up there in Decatur. Don't seem to be getting too further west than that tonight. And then in the Tarrant County area, I heard the stations. And I didn't hear MLD down in Glenrose. I know he checked in, but I don't seem to be picking up too good to the south tonight. So that's pretty much my report. Back to you, Net.
Okay, Brian, appreciate you, man. Glad to have you back on board. Clear with FLE. We're going to call and see if Matt's around. Whiskey 5 Lima Tango Zulu. Matt, you still there?
Yep, I'm here. I don't have a whole lot of station reports. This is W5LTZ. I was doing a little bit of toilet repair. Had the radio turned up from the other side of the room. Had a handle break off this afternoon, so I had to fix that this evening before it gets used too much more. But yeah, here in the normal station so far, it's interesting. Mac mentioned the earlier nets, and so I went back and looked. Actually pulled up a little spreadsheet that I had, and it was interesting to look at the count on those first few nets. I had July 24th, 2020, as the first one with 7 check-ins. The following week, the end of, July 31st, had 17 check-ins. And the following weekend, the first weekend, August, we had 29 check-ins. So it got popular really quick there. And I think the most check-ins I could find was like in February 2021 with like 31 check-ins. So very popular net. I love it. It's still my favorite thing to do each week. So glad you're keeping it going. And maybe I can help out with net control one of these days if my range is good enough. Send it back to you, W5LTZ.
Okay, Matt. Yeah, I just tell everybody in the house, just take the lid off and just pull the plunger up and let the water in. I've done that before, but I'm the only guy in town that has extra flappers and plungers, so I've been there before. All right, let me get back on the rails here. That's W5LTZ Matt, and he's in the Crowley area. And yes, you just shoot me a note if you'd like to be on the short list of the backup net controls, and I think you've got a plenty good location if you're so inclined. All right, let's see. KI5HXK, Keith, you're next on the list. Go ahead.
This is KI5HXK. My name is Keith. I'm located kind of southwest Fort Worth, between Crowley, Benbrook, and, well, Fort Worth. I'm running a ICOM 9700 with a GP9 antenna that's about 21, 22 feet up in the air at the base. So far tonight, I'm getting pretty much all of the Parker County stations. I'm getting the Tarrant County stations, obviously. I got LET and Wise and the 5 mic in Cook. The other counties, not so much. KI5HXK, return to net control.
Okay, Keith. Yeah, very strange from your location. Brian up in Lake Worth, I think, may have a little better elevation. But boy, the QSB on your signal was really strong tonight. I wonder why. But still good signal here, S6 and Q5 copy. KI5HXK, that's Keith. Next on the list would be Trey. His call is Kilo Echo 5 November Golf Mike. Trey, it's your turn. Okay, Trey, yeah, I think you're driving a little harder. Your audio is much louder, and your signal's about an S unit stronger over here to me. So, you know, if nothing else, it's certainly louder and much stronger that way. That's KE5NGM. That's Trey. And Don is out there on a handheld AI5CX Don. He is in the log. And we'll go to, let's see if we can get a hold of Waxahachie. Gary, K5WXY, if you're copying net control, come on in.
Okay, I do copy you. I don't know if you can copy me or not.
Yeah, light copy, go ahead.
Okay, well, there's no changes here. I wasn't on last week because we had our club meeting, so it's always the first Friday of the month that we have our club meeting, except this next month we're not going to have it because Belton's the next morning and everybody wants to go to bed early so they can go down to Belton. So I don't know if you're going, but and I wouldn't know you if I saw you, but anyway, that's all I got here. K5WXY, Waxahachie.
Okay, I don't know yet. It's still up in the air. Gary, who else are you hearing? What counties are you hearing tonight?
Oh, I'm hearing the stuff Parker County and to the north, Decatur and all that like I always hear. For some reason I have some trouble hearing some of the Tarrant County stations, and I never hear anything south.
Okay, well that's good enough. That's good enough, so I appreciate you always being there. One of these nights we're going to have a great path. That's K5WXY, Gary Waxahachie. He said he's hearing up in Decatur and north, and not here in Tarrant County like he should. But propagation's a little funky, but he is hearing the folks up north of him there, so that's K5WXY. Next on the list would be Wiley. He is in Bosque County, Whiskey Charlie 5, Whiskey Charlie. Okay, yeah, your signal is really, really, really low and noisy. I don't know what in the world's going on, but normally you're breathing fire up here. But I copied all that. That's WC5WC. That is Wiley and Bosque County. It always amazes me the lineup of the path we have. Parker County and Bosque County. Still good. All right, this is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa for ID. Net control for tonight's North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Going down the list and going to go to Eastland County. KF5 YIV. Bill, if you're still there, come on in. Okay, Bill, you're just crashing into my station. Are you hearing me as well? Yeah, good path back and forth there, and appreciate the relay on George. That's KF5YIV. That is Bill, and he is in Eastland County, actually just to the southeast of Eastland, the city of Eastland. Let's see if I can get George in Taylor County. WB5 Fox Bravo Juliet, WB5 FBJ, George and Taylor County. Are you copying net control? Okay, buddy. Thank you. All right. Well, we appreciate George. That's only the second time I've logged George in, so I'm glad he's at least trying, and that's cool. All right, let's go to Somerville County, Whiskey 5 Mike Lima Delta.
Yeah, good evening, Mike, and everybody on the net. The air conditions are a little strange. Running the SC2900 tonight, Diamond X510 with Mirage 3016. Anyway, got you about a net 6 tonight. A little louder tonight. I heard Trey S3, had OOG at an S8 and S9. I did hear David, WD5M, a little bit tonight, because usually I don't hear him. NYB was an S7, ESD was an S7 to S8, Matt LTV was an S1, Lowry full scale, and that's about it on the rundown. Anyway, with that, we'll turn it back to net control with Boz, Mike Lima Delta.
Okay, Mike, is the 2900 your normal rig?
Yeah, lately it has been. Sometimes I run the 726.
Okay, well, you're just a little stronger. Maybe that's why your audio seems much louder tonight. So, anyway, the needle's moving up toward the high side, so short skip propagation is getting good. That's W5MLD. He's in Somerville County, in Glenrose. We're going to go to, let's see, we had 8 KG5HTH. Phil checked in ERAF. He was in and out. And we're going to go to Hood County and see if KI5NYB Don is around. Okay, yeah, you're 5/9 tonight. That's pretty strong, and good signal, Don. And I love your audio. I've got the 271. You got the 251, and they're a little compressed, but they're pretty sharp. Let's see. Next on the list is Hood County. That's K5 Echo Sierra Victor. That is Clayton, who has gotten his antenna up on the outside. I think this is week 2. Clayton, come on in here and tell us who you're hearing tonight. K5 ESV, Clayton in Hood County. Are you still there? Well, I got to brag on his station set up there, and maybe he had some better things to do. But that's Clayton down there in Hood County, and he's been putting out a great signal. He used to have his antenna inside the attic, I think, and now it's up on the roof, and he's got a huge signal. All right. Any other late check-ins? Any late check-ins to the 2-meter Simplex net?
Whiskey 5 Bravo November Kilo. Walt, Sprang down.
There's Steady Eddie there, BNK. Any other late check-ins? Okay, W5BNK, come on in here. Tell everybody where you're at and what's going on tonight.
Hey, good evening, Mike. Good evening to the net. I'm located 3.5 miles southeast of Sprangtown, still on the Yaesu 3200, on the tram big antenna, and I'm hearing a few people to the south and the west and even down to Waxahachie. So, good night, and everybody have a good one. Back to net control. W5BNK.
Okay, Walt, that's Walt, North Parker County, Springtown, good signal. He's hearing just about everybody, and that is good. All right. This is KF5, Victor Sierra Papa net control for the 2-meter Simplex net. I'm going to move on into the next section. Used to let folks make a call, and if we have really, really good propagation, I will do that. But what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to throw out a question to the group for another topic. If you would still recognize net control with your call sign, but we're going to throw this out there, and the question is, or the topic is, besides 2-meter FM, what other bands do you, or modes do you enjoy using? So who'll be the first for that?
BNK.
All right, BNK, go ahead.
Besides 2-meter, 160 up on HF is my favorite.
All right, so you're like 160. I guess you have a group you visit with?
Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of us.
All right, Walt enjoys 2-meter FM, but when he's not hanging around here, he likes 160 rag chew. Anybody else want to comment or jump in on what other bands or modes do you enjoy besides 2-meter FM?
LTZ.
LTZ.
So I'm new to the other bands and modes, just getting my general, my /AG 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago I guess now. Still not on the FCC database, I don't know why, but hopefully it'll be up there soon. Anyway, been playing around with HF just a little bit, but have also, and I guess I've proven that my setup works on 20, 40, and 80, so that's good. But I've also done some FT8, JS8 call and working on WinLink. So I've kind of stumbled across a group of guys that do that. So we've been kind of playing with it every few days, and that's been fun. So my IC 7100 that actually I'm talking on right now is kind of being migrated to that as at least a 50% roll, and with the intent of eventually making a portable setup in a Go box and have a laptop and battery and solar panel and all that, so I could use it for field day type stuff or camping or whatever. And so yeah, it's been fun. W5LTZ.
Okay, Matt, that's cool. I have not ventured into the digital modes yet, but I want to. And all the new stations that are getting into HF, I love antenna building, and Walt is I don't know, somebody that I got turned on to building antennas, and he loves it too. So I would encourage all the new general licensees to learn about antennas and ask about antennas and learn how to build your own antennas, because it will teach you a ton. So, all right, that was LTZ. He's enjoying HF, but he's playing around with the digital modes. Anybody else want to comment?
FLE.
That was TXL first, and who was the other?
FLE's the second one.
Okay, Brian, I got FLE. Anybody else want to get in line? All right, that'll work there. Let me go to TXL first. Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, so I have enjoyed doing digital on 20 and 40 meters. 20 during the day, 40 towards the night. I'm still learning which bands are which during which part of the day. But I'm also getting really into building these antennas. I have 2 random wires and, of course, the 3-element homemade Yagi that I made for 2 meters way back. But yeah, I am a computer nerd by trade, so I'm super happy to get into digital, but I don't forget the phone either. That's all for me. N5TXL.
Okay, glad to hear you're building antennas. That's my hot spot. That's been so far one of my favorite parts of the hobby. All right, next on the list would be FLE. Brian, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I've always enjoyed monitoring HF, so when I got my license, I decided, well, the day I went to take my technician test, I actually received my IC 7300 and didn't know I could take the general the same day, but I took it a couple of months later, got it, and I love spending a lot of time on HF. Anything between 160 and 10 meters, even though I can't tune in 160 now. I'm in the process of actually getting a 600-watt amp and then getting an antenna tuner for it. And I just love playing around with HF and talking to people as far out as I can get them. And I also, of course, enjoy 2 meters a whole lot. I haven't done much on 6 meters, and I haven't really done a whole lot on 70 centimeters. But I'd say HF and 2 meters are my 2 favorites. Back to you, Net.
Okay. That's pretty cool. That's KI5FLE. He's listening and playing around with HF. I like the HF bands as well. All right, WC5WC. Wiley, I got a way better copy on you, brother. Come on in here. Wiley, he does it all, but he likes 6 meters, and I've listened a little bit on that and never really, I don't have an antenna for it, but it's a lot of fun. They call it the magic band, I think, and I personally, when I got started in HF, 2-meter Simplex I love. I always wanted to make an independent station that could transmit and receive as good as I could get it, but 40 meters for me and 17. I'm kind of like on an island. I'm one of the few folks that likes 17 meters. So I'm encouraging anybody out there, listen around on the WARC bands, 12 meters and 17 meters. You may be surprised. And the scale of the antenna on 12 and 17 is not very big, so you know, as far as height above the ground and size, it's something that everybody can build for sure. And that's my 2 cents. Anybody else want to comment on, besides 2 meter FM, what modes and other bands do you like?
K5WXY.
KJ5MA.
Hold on, just, hey, Mac, did you hear, I think that might have been Gary, WXY. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it was WXY.
All right, go ahead, Gary.
Okay, so my favorite band is 20 meters. I may not be able to hit Weatherford on 2 meters, but I can talk around the world on 20 meters.
Yeah, that's true. And it gets short skips sometimes. One time I talked to a guy out in, either Midland, I think it was Midland, Odessa on 20 meters. I couldn't believe it. So that's WXY. He loves 20 meters. Next on the list, that would be KJ5MA. Go ahead, Mac.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, I'm a regular on 80 meter single sideband. Have a group that we get together with every morning, and then also like 40 and 20. And 17, occasionally I'll get on 17 meter sideband, but also on 2 meter sideband, and I was on FT8 on HF and enjoyed that for a time, and got bored with it. Then after I worked all states QRP and worked 48 countries QRP on FT8 on HF. So, but I was listening today, Mike, on 20 meters, and was here in middle of the afternoon here in Europe pretty well, and then also VK land, also here in Australia. So conditions are getting better. It's kind of getting to be like the way the bands used to be in the height of the last cycle. Anyway, back to you, Mike. KJ5MA.
Oh man, that's good stuff. Well, Mac just tore the world up on FT8s. Once y'all get to that level on FT8, you can stop. But yeah, Mac was doing some serious FT8 and loving it, and then he just mastered it. But that's the beauty of the other modes. And just, you know, get a wire up there, guys. And if you need any help with antennas or questions, just look up any of the guys here. Call me, email me, go to the Facebook page. But whatever you do, get out there and experiment. All right, this is KF5 Victor Sierra Pop. I'll take one more if anybody wants to comment.
Hey, Mike, K5WXY Waxahachie. Probably the best contact I ever had was a research station down in Antarctica.
Yeah, WXY said he did contact Antarctica, and I did as well. And I remember that just as plain as day. I had one of those short G5 RVs, the 91-footer, and I don't recall what band it was, and I'll look it up and post it. But my eyes about popped out of my head.
Yeah, I have a 3-element 20-meter beam at 60 feet.
Well, that ought to do it. But yeah, that's another thing. Antarctica, all of these different countries that are stationed there in Antarctica, when the band gets better, gentlemen, that is a real treat for sure. Anything else, Gary?
I've worked 153 countries. Well, more than that, but I've confirmed 153. I know a lot of people have done more than that.
Well, it's a blast. I tell you what, I'm ready for it to open up just a bit, and I'm ready to get more active. So, all right, well, I got a good copy on you now. K5WXY, all clear with you. And this is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa for the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. We're going to move on to the ham radio section. So if you have any questions for anybody for the group on equipment, anything, including gear you might have for sale or equipment that you might be looking for. So anybody? Anybody got any technical questions as far as antennas or something you're having a problem with or anything you might have for sale? All right, I don't hear anybody. Anybody have any announcements for the group? Any announcements? Any announcements? Last call for announcement. All right, well, this is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa. I'll take one more lap around the track. Final call, last call for anyone, anywhere that would like to check into the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Any relays? All right, nothing heard. We had 27 check-ins. If anybody's listening, the highest we've ever had was 36. Interesting note before I let everybody go, according to my list, we've had 108 unique check-ins. So I'm sure there's a lot of folks listening, but tonight we had 27. So thanks for everybody's participation. I certainly enjoy it. Tell everybody you know. We'll start having more discussions about HF and get a group together. And one of these days, very soon, I'm hoping to have an outing where we can have an event where we can all get together. But in the meantime, have a great weekend in 73. KF5 Victor Sierra Papa is clear.
Thanks, Mike. Excellent job as usual. Appreciate it. KG5SQJ clear.
Thank you, Mike. I second that. KI5FLE.
Thanks, Mike. Hey, Bob, KJ5MA.
Thank you, Mike. N5TXL.
KG5SQJ, KJ5MA.
KB5WB.
There's Dave.
Howdy, howdy.
Mike, you hear KB5WB?
No, I don't.
Wow. Yeah. Well, the net just wrapped up there, David.
Yeah, I couldn't hear much. I didn't put up my big antenna, so anyway, I could hear some and some I couldn't. No big deal. I'll just say hi and I'll get it back out of the way. I'll be proud of me.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe next week will be better.
Yeah, I just have to put up my big antenna over here. My little antenna just don't work.
Well, it's making it this far, but I don't think Mike's hearing you.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. Okay, I gotta run. KB5 WB.
All right. See ya. KJ5MA.
For a first, N5TXL heard him, and Mike didn't.
I don't know. Propagation's funny sometimes.
One of these days, I'm going to have to find out what you gentlemen have for a mast and what FAA licenses you had to get to have it.
KI5FLE. Yeah, the Simplex net just ended, and boy, it doesn't sound like the band's too good down to the south for me tonight anyway. I hope I'm hitting the repeater. Oops, wrong frequency. I apologize.
Hey, no problem. Now, what were you saying there, Jason?
Oh, I was telling a joke. I was going to say that you and Mike, I was going to have to stop by one of these days and see what licenses you guys needed to get in order to have your 2,300-foot mast that you can hear God and everybody on.
Yeah, you'd be amazed. You need to drive by the house here and come visit, and I'll show you what a cheap antenna system I have.
Well, as soon as I find somebody with a 30-foot ladder, or actually go down to the Home Depot and rent one, I'm bound and determined to get this GP3 about 20 more feet in the air. I think that might help.
You just gonna try to mount it higher on your roof?
Yes, sir. Right now, it's just it's strapped onto the side of a drain vent. I think the base of the antenna is probably about 12 feet. I didn't actually measure it. But there's a very tall peak to the second story of the house, and I'm planning on taking it up there. Problem is, that's what I was going to put it the first time around, but the ladder I got was about 8-9 feet too short, and yeah, me and heights just don't get along already. Never mind standing at the top of the ladder, reaching up above your head.